Are you ready? Because in this video, we are going to have the ultimate battle royale of the electric solid body ukes. This one is the Risa Strat 432. This one is the Flight Pathfinder. Which one is better? I'm not sure. You're going to have to stick around to figure out which one of these two electric solid body ukuleles is going to take the prize. As soon as I got these into the store at ukelikethepros.com, the #1 store online for all your ukulele needs, I knew I had to do this video. The Risas came in first, and then finally the Flights, they literally just arrived. And I was like, we got to compare these two. And so I chose the Stratocaster style. I think you're supposed to say that. The ST 432. This is the Risa Strat, the tenor size, and the Flight Pathfinder. This is the TKB, the transparent black one. Although they look similar, I know the colors are obviously different, but although they look similar, there is actually some differences I'm going to go over. I'm going to try to show them to you. You're going to hear the differences as well. But anyway, thanks for being here. This is Ukulele to Pros, and I am Terry Carter. If you're new to the channel or are watching this video without being a subscriber, come on now. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit on that bell notification, do it all. Leave a comment and share this video. No, it's the whole round of stuff. And if you want to stick around, I know a lot of you jump on here, watch for a little bit, and jump off. Stick around to the end because I'm going to give you my opinion on these two ukuleles. All right, before we start playing, I'm going to go over each one of these. I'll show you the specs. I'll tell you about the woods that are used, everything I know about them. Just know this. They're both super cool instruments. I'm really impressed by both of their qualities, their feel, and their sound. But since we have two of them and they are different brands, why not do a little battle royale, a little comparison, and I'm going to do some playing too with some killer backing tracks as well. So are you ready? Come on now. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, we're going to go ahead and start now with the Risa. I do have some pedals down here. I'm using, by the way, a 1970 Marshall Super Bass head plugged in to my 2x12 orange cabinet. That alone sounds amazing, and I do have some pedals here. By the way, you can play these. These are just both standard tenor, G, C, E, A. They both have low G. So anyway, it's a pretty fair comparison. But anyway, this one is the Risa one, the Strat style one. Now this one comes in white and black. Let me take the strap off. It does come in white and black. I chose a white one because I'm using a black one for the Flight. Now, here's some of the biggest differences as far as the woods. This is very Strat-like. Okay? So very, very Strat-like. Alder body, which is a very, very standard in a lot of Strats as well. You got the single coil here at the neck. You got the humbucker here in the back. You got the Purloid pickguard here. You got two knobs. You got a volume knob, a tone knob, and then you have a three-way selector which chooses the back. When it's in the middle, it chooses both, and when it's up here, it chooses the front there. And then it has the typical cutaway here and also on the back, and then you can see you do the through the body strings on this one. Okay, again, this is a tenor size one. Now, this one has a real traditional as well maple neck. If you look at it, just a really smooth, nice and satin finish maple neck on this thing. And then it does have the Risa headstock here. Let me show that a little bit there. There you go. And then just a closed, flip it over here, to close gears tuners here. Now, the scale length, the nut size is the same, but the bodies are slightly different with these two. So you do have the 1 3/8" nut width right here, and you do have the 17-inch scale length, and that's from the 0 fret right here. So it does have a fret right before the nut to the beginning of the bridge. That's 17 inches. That's your typical standard tenor ukulele. So anyway, this one's a Risa made in Germany. Yeah, let me go ahead and grab the Flight and we'll go through that one. All right, now we're going to dive into tuner. That's going to mute the sound. We're going to dive into the Flight Pathfinder. This one is the TBK, which is a black one. Let me go ahead and take the strap off. This one also does come into like a transparent blue, which is kind of cool. It has blue and then it fades into some different colors. But I wanted to do the contrast between the white Risa and the black flight here. Now, what do you think so far? Leave a comment below, just what you know, right? So this again is a tenor size, 17 inches. It does have the same G, C, E, tuning on it with a low G on it. All right, so that's kind of a cool trick. But anyway, that's for a different video. All right, now the biggest difference with these versus the Risa is that the wood that's used, okay? So first of all, this has a really nice flame maple veneer on it. Now this is the transparent black, really looks really nice. But the main wood here, which you see on the back, is solid basswood, okay? So remember the Risa had the alder wood and this one has the basswood. Now, the other things you're gonna notice, it still has the humbucker here, still has the single coil at the neck, still has one volume, one tone, and it has a three-way selector, which is back pickup, middle is both, the top is the neck pickup, has a perloid pick guard as well. Now, if you flip it over here, you do notice that this one does have the binding on it, okay? The binding on it, and again, just like the Risa, it has the through the body strings, all right? So that's the biggest difference, the wood, and this one is just slightly bigger, okay? So the overall size is just slightly bigger on this one. So this one I measured was 13 inches from basically the tip to the tip here, and then while the Risa was 12 and a half, so a little bit longer, also a little bit wider than a Risa, okay? This one is, I'm just looking at my notes, 9 and a half, and the Risa was 9, so the body's just a little bit bigger. Now on this one, you do have the maple, but what they did is they roasted it. They call it roasted, which is really nice. So it's got a nice satin finish on it, but you got the nice roasted feel, so it's a little bit darker. You still have the closed gear tuners, the flight headstock. You do have that 0 fret again, right here before the nut. 1 3/8 nut width, same as the other one, and then also the 17-inch tenor scale length. So really very similar, but because of different woods, a little bit of a different size, it does have a little bit of a different look, and it's going to sound a little bit different, and also the pickups are going to sound a little bit different too. Now we're going to dive into some playing. Are you ready for the comparison? Leave some comments below. Smash that like button if you are. I got some killer backing tracks, just like we do it here at Ukulele As a matter of fact, if you check out ukelikethepros.com, that's my instructional site. We got over 20 courses, a premium membership, and yes, we are doing some electric ukulele stuff, but we also do ukulele, baritone, and guitarlele stuff over there as well. But let's go ahead. I'm going to got some different styles, some different backing tracks set up. We're going to go back and forth between these two, and I want you to be able to decide which one you like the looks of, which one sounds the better to you as well. And then at the end, don't forget, I'm going to give you my opinion on both of these. All right, so you don't have to rock out on these things. You can play these clean and stuff like that, but I just wanted to throw a little distortion on, a little delay, a little wah-wah pedal on the solo. So what did you think? Risa versus Flight. But don't worry, we're not done. I got something else for you right here, but leave a comment below which one you like the best right now. I told you you could play with a nice clean sound, although on that one I had a little chorus sound, a little delay on it, but you could play this clean, you can finger pick, you can do a little bit more of a rock sound. distortion, wah-wah pedal, all that stuff. All right, so which one did you like? Make sure to leave that comment below, because now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down for you and tell you my opinion on, right here, the Risa ST432 Strat versus the Flight Pathfinder TBK Strat. For the Risa, what I really like about the Risa is that it has a very Strat feel and a very Strat sound. Now, what does that mean? By one, I mentioned earlier that the body is just a little bit smaller than the Flight, and just the way it's curved and the cutouts, it really feels like a Strat. Even the satin maple neck. And to me, the tone is just, if you really want that kind of that trebly, that kind of real nice trebly sound that Strats are really known for, then this one really delivers on it. It has a really traditional Strat look. It's lighter than the Flight as well. And so, yeah, so for me, if I want that Strat look, that Strat feel, that Strat sound, then I really like the Risa. All right, now for the Flight, and as I mentioned earlier, the Flight body is just a little bigger than the Risa, and it's about a ½ inch longer and about a ½ inch wider than the Risa. But let me go ahead and put this down, and then I'll do some playing with this one. So now for the Flight Pathfinder, what I like about it is it's a little bit of a bigger body, right? It's a little longer, a little wider, it's a little heavier. And for me, especially with the way this looks, it looks really cool with the flame maple top here. And with the binding, it really gives more like a custom Strat look, like something you'd have in your, like a Shure guitar, kind of, if you compare like a Fender Strat versus a Shure Strat, right? Now, as far as sound is concerned, these pickups, these are actually pretty hot pickups, so they're actually louder than a Risa. Now, you could adjust a little bit, but for me, I mean, you just can't beat that sound. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Marshall and the orange speaker cabinet are amazing, but this one has a little bit of louder sound. I do also like the roasted maple neck. Okay, it's kind of a cool look and actually feels really comfortable. Now, one thing on both of these, okay, this is on both of them, what I've noticed, and I actually got a customer that had talked to me about it, and I noticed it now. Both of these tone knobs, they actually have a little bit of play where nothing really happens. Like, check this out. Nothing really happens just until you get right there. So it's just like a little bit of wheel. So I think that could probably use a little adjustment on both of them, but it does work. Don't get me wrong. But once you get to about that, it just doesn't really change the tone that much. And I actually noticed it's the same on both of them. So maybe they're using the same pots. I don't know. All right, let me bring the Risa back in. All right, so there you go. I compared the Risa ST432, the Flight Pathfinder TBK. Which one would I choose if I had to choose one? Well, here's the great thing. I don't have to choose either one of them because I can grab both of them at store.ukelikethepros.com. And a matter of fact, for the electric course, that's right, the electric ukulele course, I'm going to be using both the Risas and the Flights for that course. So anyway, but I want to know what you think. Leave that comment below. Do you like the Risa? Do you like the Flight? Which one would you choose? I'd love to hear your comments. So anyway, I appreciate you being here. I thank you for all the support, the comments, smashing the like button, subscribing, sharing this video. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget, if you want either one of these or both of them, store.ukelikethepros.com. And then if you want to get better at the ukulele, that's where ukelikethepros.com comes in to play. All right? I'm going to see you later. Be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.